Okay, it's on. Hey guys, it's CJ here, or Colin, if you want to call me Colin. I like being called CJ. So, today's video, I am going to be talking to you guys, and I'm going to be talking about how the Teen Wiggles were formed, and unfortunately, there's going to be sad news at the end of the video, so yeah, so feel free to watch this video. Before I continue saying it, please give this video a like, go subscribe to my channel for more content. So, anyways, without further ado, here goes the storyline. Let it begin. So, how did the Teen Wiggles were formed? So, it was formed on the summer of 2020, July 23rd. So, it was the beginning of 2020. It was like around March. And then around the March 12th of 2020, the pandemic happened. COVID-19 happened. And yeah, the pandemic happened and we were in a lockdown. And it was really painful. And around the same month, I started TikTok full time because, well, haven't done videos recently on TikTok, but I'll get to that. So yeah, I started doing TikTok videos, and then once I know how I restart doing my childhood, the Wiggles, how did I start doing that? So I saw one of the Play Along Gang members did Wiggles songs, so I did Hot Potato. Yeah, you know that. So yeah, I did Hot Potato. It was really cool, and that was the beginning of me redoing the childhood stuff, because the Wiggles are my childhood. And so around before the end of the month, I met a friend of mine from Australia, and he's the guy who changed my life. Yes. It's Purple Teen Wiggle, Jonathan Need. That's right, Jonathan Need is a good friend of mine. He's a Wiggly fan, along with other childhood shows like Blue's Clues, Bear in the Big Blue House, The Puzzle Place, and other kinds of childhood shows. Yeah, so Jonathan Eid changed my life, and man, I care about him a lot because he's the best. He's the best musician. He does the keyboards, piano, guitar, and mostly sometimes he plays guitar, bass, drums, percussion, ukulele. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then I started duetting some of his videos because, well, true. And then, yeah, and then we started, we grew our friendship on TikTok, and then, yeah, and around time passed around May 2020, I met a certain guy who was a good friend of mine, and a good friend of mine, and my future TikTok brother. Yes, Tristan, known as TKG the Bomb or TKG Geronda. And yes, he's the Yellow Teen Wiggle. So, yeah, so he and I duetted the videos. I duetted some of his videos. I did Everyone's Special or whatever from a Barney song that Jason Pleasant did. So I did join, but I wasn't in it. I wasn't featured in it, which sucked. Yeah. So we met on TikTok and we started growing our friendship. We started doing videos on TikTok and it was great. He's the second person I met after Jonathan. And so around the next month, I met a cool guitar player. I met a person who loves to play guitar. Yeah, that's right. It's Carson Jeffrey, or Carson Jeffrey 2001, as I call him, for TikTok. So, yeah, so I met Carson, and then, around the, okay, so flashback a little bit. I did Can You Put Your Fingers and Do the Twist? And the Hoop-de-Doo thing is Anthony, because I really want to do it. So Jonathan did join and Carson did, and it was great. So we did. And then Tristan, on a note, wanted to form a group. So when we did the Hoop-de-Doo thing, all right, so originally I was Jeff. I was the purple Team Wiggle before around after I met Jonathan. He was the blue one. And then Tristan was the red one, and then Carson was the yellow one. So we came up with this. So Tristan wanted to choose. So it would be me as the blue Team Wiggle. Let's set it up. Me as the blue Wiggle, Jonathan as the purple Wiggle, Carson as the red Wiggle, and Tristan as the yellow Wiggle. And then we were like, okay, we formed a group. So let's just call it the Teen Wiggles. That's how the Teen Wiggles were formed. And that's when it was born. And then we started talking to each other more often. And I even joined his Instagram Live back in August of 2020. It was great. Everything was great. Yeah, and we started talking to each other. I mean, I sometimes talk to Carson on TikTok. I mean, I'm not he's busy with things, and I truly get it. We often do duets together. Everything was great. I enjoyed those guys, and I was really blessed to be the blue Wiggle. Or the blue Teen Wiggle, as I call it, or he called it. Yeah, so the Teen Wiggles did, carry on TikTok. We did Wiggly Duets. We did the scene for the Cold Spaghetti Western, and the Wiggle Bay one, and the one from, the other videos and all that stuff. Don't know, but yeah. And then around the summer of 2021, Tyrese, I met, so flashback again, around late 2020, I met this awesome guy named Tyrese, who plays Captain Tyrese, or Captain Feathersword, or if confusion, but yeah, excuse me. So yeah, he plays Captain Tyrese, and yeah, it was pretty good. And then, yeah, the original lineup for this was for me, Tristan, Jonathan, Carson, and then for the Wiggly characters, for Tyrese, Melissa as Dorothy, Callan as Wax the dog, and then Gregory Harris as Henry the Octopus. That was the original lineup, and it was great. So everything was good, and all that stuff was a great thing. Everything was awesome. It was beautiful, nice and good. Yeah, so let's get to the summer 2021 thing. We started getting popular, and then we grew popularity, and Tyrese started editing, the Teen Wiggle stuff, the recreation of this, You'll Be Wiggling, Wiggly Safari, Wiggle Time, Hoop-de-Doo, It's a Wiggly Party, and other kinds of stuff, like space dancing, and it was fun. It was all great. Everything was great. We had the OG lineup was it lasted a year. So, and then before I get to the tragedy, before I get to the whole change thing, I want to explain. So when Carson dated, Carson was in a relationship with Lori, known as Dazzling Glitter 93. He has Just Talk along with Lori. And then when Tristan told me about the Just Talk thing, him having Just Talk, I was thinking, you know what? If Carson's on Just Talk and Tristan's gonna join Just Talk, I think I'm gonna have to give it a try. And then Jonathan joined along, And then we were like, oh my God. I finally got to talk with Carson Foley on call. And then I know we should have filmed it on screen. So the four of us, we did some Wiggly shows, some of the original ones. We did the original shows, OG shows. We did some shows, and it was great. You know, a lot. It was great. It was fun. We had a blast. So, yeah. All right, now here comes. So here's what's going on of the OG lineup around July and August of 2021. I was in the basement doing some TikToks, and then all of a sudden, people were spam liking my videos. It was on my old account. It was on my old channel on TikTok, my old account on TikTok. Then I got shadow banned, and then I blocked the person. And then all of a sudden, another spammer came. I blocked it too, made a video about it, and blocked it. And then one got banned, which is good. And then what happened? Another spammer using my name, my face, and all of a sudden I was like, who is this person trying to spam like my videos? And why? Okay, and then their plot was to get me shadow banned for the rest of my life for this whole social media thing for the platform. And I'm like, nope, nope, I'm not gonna have that. No way. So I blocked that account. What happened? The next day, got another spammer. And then I was extremely pissed because of that. And then once I knew it, I knew it was Cyrus, but I still don't trust Cyrus for the current day. But okay, so I was like, if I was thinking about, you know what? I had enough. I can't do this. So I made a tough decision, and it's really hard. I deleted my old TikTok because I kept getting shadow banned. I kept getting bullied. So I had enough. I deleted my TikTok. I told them I'm not going to be back for a while. So I deleted it. And not only that, but I also deleted my old Instagram and my Just Talk, and I just stay silent. I wanted to avoid drama. And then let's go to the thing. Before the incident, Tristan was at camp, and then he left temporary on a brief moment, and then that was when I met Aaron Maxwell, and he filled in for Tristan for those days. So yeah, he filled in for Tristan, and then shortly after I deleted my TikTok, Just Talk, and my old Instagram, Tristan came back, and once when I know, he found out that I was gone. And then he was devastated. And then Carson was getting bullied around that time. Some people make impersonating accounts on one of my friends on TikTok, like Aaron and him, and he was catfished once. Like Carson would never do such a thing like that. Like, no way. He would never do anything inappropriate. Like, no way. He would never do stuff like this. So then Tristan knew that. He did ask me what happened. I said, I can't do this anymore. So and then also we've just found out. And then around that time, Carson deleted his account. I don't know who deleted his account, but either his parents or his brother or it's himself. And then Tristan was like, oh no, what? I don't know what's gonna happen. The Teen Wiggles are falling apart, and I'm like, so him and Jonathan are the only ones there on TikTok. And then when Carson was not on, and when I feel like he's taking full control of the group, I mean, no offense for Tristan, but I was gonna leave. But he did convince me that he was going to try not to, you know, be like boss us around. And he said he'll go easy on me and Jonathan and Carson. And he said, okay, well, I'll stay. So what's the best part? The best part is Carson came back temporary on the 8th. Well, the 8th. Well, Gregory sadly passed away of cancer, which I'm going to think about making a video about that soon. So, yeah. And then Carson came back, which is a good thing for people. And then Tristan was like hoping, oh, hopefully, Colin, hopefully I'll be back. So the Teen Wiggles will be back together. We would do some gigs, continue doing shows until the end of the OG lineup, the end of the Teen Wiggles. So I thought I was going to start a new era, a new lineup with, let's see, I was going to start with Anna, you know, my ex. Well, we lasted 3 weeks, but we broke up because we didn't want to do a long one, which I understand. I'm not going to go through that right now. So I'm not going to go through that with this. So, yeah. So everything was good. Tristan was hoping I would be back on TikTok so we can continue doing TikToks. We would continue doing Teen Wiggle stuff. But unfortunately, I was in my room on the 10th of August. I was in my room. No, actually, let's head back before. On the 9th, everything was good. They had a good day. They had an awesome day. Carson did a live stream. And then that was it. So, and he had to, you know, I think he had to charge his iPad, and I just, you know, hope that he's okay. Hope he stays here so that I'll be back. And then the original Teen Wiggles will be back together. But then, unfortunately, the next day, he deleted his account yet again. And then, unfortunately, on the 10th of August, I got a text from Tristan, and then I was in my room and I found out that Carson is not coming back to TikTok anymore and Just Talk because he was being monitored by his parents, and him along with Aaron and Lori, they were in tears, and I was devastated. I was like, oh no, God. I have nothing to say other than I do miss him. I wish him the best. So he's never coming back to TikTok. But yeah, that was the first ever lineup change we ever had. And the OG lineup lasted like a year. But have no fear. The same day as when I saw a video of Carson mentioning that TikTok won't be the same without you, Tristan, and I realized I think Carson would have wanted the Teen Wiggles to continue. So I did tell Tristan about it, and he noted about it. He noticed about it. He did tell Carson. So Carson did tell him that, like, if he was to be gone, then he would find a replacement for him. And we did. We found King Ponter. He filled in for 2 weeks, and then we got John Kern, known as Gravity Bomb-X. He has TikTok still. So if you guys want to go follow him, I'll give you guys the link for that. On the description down below. I'll give you guys the link. So we named it the Gravity Bomb-X era. So the lineup that happened on August was me, Jonathan, Tristan, and John. So we named it the Gravity Bomb-X era. It lasted 3 months. We had a great, it was good. Tristan came up with this idea. It was really great. I really like John. He's the best. And I enjoyed, we enjoyed having John with us. Yeah, Gravity Bomb Eggs was the best. It was great having him around. And yeah, so with that, the Teen Wiggles did continue. And I prefer John or Gravity Bomb Eggs as the original replacement for Carson. So we lasted like 3 months. Everything was great. Everything seemed to go good, but until we got noticed. Well, I came back to TikTok on late August. It was a great experience. And then the Teen Wiggles did continue without Carson because that's what he would have wanted, the Teen Wiggles to continue. So everything was great for the best 3 months ever, but until, around mid-November, when something hurt. I feel like I was in pain, and it happened on the 22nd of November. I was in pain, and I ended up in the hospital. And then the next day, I was in the hospital recovering because I had to go through emergency surgery. It's just really personal for me. I don't want to talk about it. And then I was resting my eyes, and I was trying to wake up. My mom has my phone. She was looking stuff up, seeing if, I'm being safe with my phone. And then all of a sudden, my mom noticed that I was in a relationship with Dazzling Glitter. We lasted 2 months, and when I talked to her about it, and she told me what's going on, and I told her what's going on, and I told about the Teen Wiggles and everything, my mom didn't like that. And she thinks that I'm being accused of something that I'm not going to say. It's just not safe for me. So my mom deleted my TikTok account, the second one I created, and she forbid me not to talk to Tristan and Lori and Tyrese because I was revolt from talking to them. And then that made me decide maybe I'm just going to be done with the Teen Wiggles. Maybe this is it for me. And then when Tristan knew about this, he was bursting in tears because I left. So that was another lineup change. I left the Teen Wiggles on the November 24th. Or no, the 23rd, when my mom deleted it. And I was like, oh no, they're going to be upset when this happened. No way. I would never want to backmouth my mom like that. I would never, ever, going to yell at her because I was in pain. I was going through emergency surgery, and I understand. I have to do the right thing for my mom. So I did, and I just want to pretend that none of this would happen. So I checked out of the hospital, and then I went home. So after the hospital the next day, I went back home, and I was in tears because I was bursting in tears because I miss them so much. I've been thinking about those guys, and I've been thinking about Tristan, Jonathan, and everybody else that cared about me for the last 2 years. And then all of a sudden, when I was not around, Aaron filled in. Aaron was the Blue Wiggle. So that lineup was Tristan, Jonathan, John, and Aaron for that. And then I was upset. I remained silent from social media. I didn't want to make any bad choices, and I just stayed silent. And then around that time, in December, I stayed silent December too. And then around January. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. On January, around before that. You know what? Hold on, I want to get back to this real quick. So people were convincing me to come back to the Teen Wiggles, and I said, guys, I'm sorry. I can't do this. I have to do what's best for my mom. I have to do the right thing. I can't get in trouble. I don't want to start drama. I don't want to become the bad guy here. And then they understood my decision. And then around January, I think around the January 22nd of the new year 2022, I was on a live stream with Jules. You know, she's a singer, a drummer, and a piano player, a keyboard player. So I did talk to her. I was live with her, and you know, I was live with Jules, and Cameron reached out to me. He joined at the Instagram live, and then they saw me, and they were so happy to see me, and they convinced me to join a Google Meet, and I was like, okay. And then I told her that I gotta get going because they want me in a group. They want me in a Google Meet, and then yeah. So I left the stream and I joined. I still have Google Meet though. I still have it. And then I went to my laptop real quick, and then I went there and I was like, okay. So, and then I went there and then people were there and I was like, okay, get Tristan here. And then I was like, wait, what's going on? And then they were trying to get me and Tristan to talk again. And then Tristan came and I was like, we were all excited and I was excited to see him. And then we got Jonathan here. They were attempting to get Carson here. So, and then Lori and Stella came, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just, oh my God. And then that reunion later turned out to be a big argument, and then after that I left. And I realized that on the next day, I told Tristan when I was in a Google Meet, I never want to do this again. He treats me unfair. He thinks that me, Jonathan, and Carson were employees rather than band members. And then Tristan's being the leader of all. He's taking full control of the group. I mean, that's how he is. He's what he is. Tristan's Tristan. And then he was in tears again because I didn't want to do it anymore. So, yeah, I didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't want to talk to him. So I decided not to talk to him. And then around days later, when Tristan was live streaming, he did the 48th one. I decided, you know what? I'll see if I can join. I'll ask Aaron, and then I didn't block Aaron, which is a good thing. So I went there. I went to his stream. So I asked Aaron for the link, and he did give me the link. So, yeah, I did. So he did ask me that. And then he sent me the link. I joined. And then I came in and we did some Wiggly songs. But Lori just wasn't happy because she didn't feel safe with me. So I was immediately threatened to leave and not speak to them. And I would say, all right, well, I'm out of here then. See you in another 2 or 3 months. And then I would leave and I would block almost everybody for that matter. So, but I didn't. I handled it like a champion. So I remained here, and then the same day I joined Rocco's again. We did some more Wiggly songs, and this time Jonathan joined, which is amazing. Then we just, dance along, sing along, Wiggly songs, And then around that time, and then I think around the 7th or the 8th of February. Yeah, around those days, around the nighttime, I asked my mom about my future of my career in TikTok. I asked her if there's any way I could come back to TikTok. And she said, as long as you're responsible and safe, then yes, you can come back to TikTok. And I'm like, okay, yes, ma'am. Anything, Mom. Anything. I will be responsible. I will be safe, and I will be smart on my phone, which I'm filming right now. And then all of a sudden, the next day, I came back to TikTok with a new account. And then, I returned. And what's better, I returned to the Teen Wiggles lineup, which is the best because I get to continue wiggling as the Blue Wiggle. And then, yeah, and all of a sudden, what's great is that we have a new Red Wiggle. So sadly, and we're not going to continue with the Gravity Bomb X era. So we decided to hire a new Red Teen Wiggle, Ben, Noah's Ben Chaffetz. He's the new Red Teen Wiggle, and we named it the Reborn lineup or the Reborn era. With Ben here, the Teen Wiggles continued. As like I said, Carson would have wanted the group to continue. So we carried on, and the Teen Wiggles, you know, we did some shows again. But unfortunately, I wanted to tell you the sad news about what's going to happen. Here goes nothing. Unfortunately, this is really hard for me to say this. The Teen Wiggles are officially going to end by the end of the year. So that means we're not going to be doing this anymore because we're getting old and I have a job now and I have a new account which I'm going to explain about probably the next week or two. Or probably a few days, I'm not sure. Yeah, we're ending the Teen Wiggles but in the next 2 months, we are going to be embarking on a 20-date farewell tour. It's going to run and last until December 2022. So, yeah, so everything is just going to be, we're just wrapping things up. The Teen Wiggles are going to be no more after 2022 because we thought we were going to end it and we were going to continue doing tours with a different one, like a Google Meet one, which didn't get complete because, well, we had issues. We had personal stuff going through. And yeah. Yeah. Oh, and almost forgot, flashback a bit. I did unblock Tristan, Lori, Tyrese, and everybody else because I can talk to them again, which is great. So, yeah. It was hard, but sad, but I had a great adventure with those guys, but the Teen Wiggles are going to end by the end of the year. I had a great run being the Blue Teen Wiggle, but I'm not a teenager anymore. I'm not a teen anymore. I'm 20 years old and I have a job and I got a new account called TikTok Studios, which I'm gonna explain about it 3 or 4 days or a week. And yeah, but there will be a new group coming. I'm not going to be in any more bands after the Teen Wiggles. I'm just going to continue focusing on my solo career, my job, and another account that I'm dealing with. So, yeah. So, that's it for the Teen Wiggles storyline. And how was it formed and how will it come to an end? So, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Please give this video a like. Go subscribe to my channel for more content and videos. Comment below, tell me what you think, and make sure to share this to your friends or family, whatever. And hit the bell for notifications whenever a video pops up on my channel. So, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And keep on wiggling.